Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited, bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock in. I don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn it back until you start try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, welcome to the hood table one more again. Come on in so we can discuss Greenleaf with your girl. The last episode left me with a lot of questions as usual, and this season will soon be wrapping up. This is supposedly the last season of Greenleaf. Am I upset about that? Am I sad about that? Yes, I am, because I think Greenleaf has so much more story to tell. But anywho, the own channel, they're supposed to wrap this season up, season 5, this season, and be done with this. So who knows if there'll be a spinoff or anything like that. But for the meantime and in between time, let's discuss episode 4, which was called The Fourth Day. And I'm assuming, I haven't looked, but I'm assuming since they all was the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, that's how they're gonna continue on. But anyway, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for anybody who might want to jump on the screen with me and discuss the show with me, actually on the screen with me. Feel free to click on the link if you got something to say, or you can just comment in the chat or whatnot. But if you actually want to come on the stream with me, that's the link right there in the chat. All you got to do is click on it, give it audio and visual permission, and that's all you got to do. So anyway, what do y'all think about AJ? We're going to start AJ. There's some big things that happened this past episode, but I want to discuss AJ. Now, last episode, Grace had found out that AJ had been assaulted, and the person who had assaulted him ended up giving him HIV. Really, really sad. But we finally know why AJ was still in those pills. Like Grace, she was like, oh, I'm trying to get you off. We can say that that's the person. He looked just like you, the guy at the graveyard, the guy that ended up being in the shootout with the police. And, just let it lie where it lie. AJ wasn't completely happy with that. And, even though he's out there stealing pills and everything, he's had a rough life, but he knows wrong is wrong. And he expected his mom, Grace, to kind of be like, okay, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't pin this on somebody else. You did the crime. You should do the certain time. But, for some reason, Grace, feels like, okay, maybe he already done enough time. He been in and out of foster care, in and out of jail, in prison. The boy done been sexually assaulted and now has a life-threatening disease. So anywho, so the plan is now to figure out what they're gonna do with AJ. Of course, Grace wanted him to stay with her, but according to, the doctors at the hospital, they think he would be better suited to be in a facility in Cordova for some inpatient therapy, inpatient treatment for, his drug addiction. And it could possibly also help with, the HIV that he's carrying right now, because he does need a controlled environment. And as you can see from the Greenleaf, ain't nothing about their environment right now is controlled. They got things going on. Charity got things going on. Grace, even Grace's daughter, she got things going on. Jacob, Carissa. Everybody has something going on. So, they think that he should be in a controlled environment. But anywho, he made the decision that he wants to go live with his father, Noah. And so I guess that's what's going to be for now. He wants to be with his father. He's never really had a father in his life. And I think that might be best. I don't know. I think that might be okay. As far as him and, Noah, gaining some type of bond from this at the same time. But anywho, back at the ranch. Bishop James, he was flying all the way off the handle with his son Jacob. Bishop is beyond pissed off that Jacob didn't come to him first with his concerns about the will instead of snooping around behind his back. And Lady May, child, she done told Carissa, basically, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here and don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Lady May, she has a way with words, don't you? I just love me some Lady May. Boy, she will set you straight without thinking, without blinking. But anyway, she told Carissa when she found out what Carissa was up to, you got to go. You got to go, child. You up here trying to blackmail my son for what we got? Not for his money, not for his property, but for his family's, basically his inheritance. If he tries to divorce her. But yeah, so she got a right to be pissed. And then she's upset with him because maybe they could have nipped it in the bud, but instead he's up there. She was basically controlling him and using his kids as a pawn. So May has a reason to be, pissed off. He should have came to her, told her straight up, wife trying to blackmail me. She wants y'all house. She wants y'all property. She wants the land, but he didn't. And the thing about it is Carissa's living up there off of him, not even off of Jacob, because does Jacob really have a job right now? I mean, Grace, we know she got all that money in the inheritance from her father. Charity, she still has her little gig at the church, but Jacob, he's kind of like in between there somewhere right now. So basically, Carissa is living off of his mother and Bishop and Grace, because I'm sure she helps take care of bills there too. So yeah, I think Lady May had a right to know that her son was being blackmailed, and she was also using her kids as pawns. But then Lady May has some type of sympathy for Carissa. Once Carissa told May the real reason why Jacob wanted a divorce, and that, of course, was because Carissa cheated on him. But y'all caught that right. She said that she cheated. Yes, I cheated on my husband. I sure did, but she didn't tell her about the STD that Fernando had gave her, did she? No. Would Lady May have felt differently about it? Do you think? Especially after, okay, how many infidelities did Jacob have? I think I stopped counting at 4 or 5. And one of them was really close to the family May didn't even know about. But still, with all those infidelities, and Carissa forgiving him over and over again, do y'all think that Lady May would have felt differently if she knew that Carissa was being careless out there while she was, being all turned upside down and inside out by Fernando on his couches, and then came home with an STD? I think maybe Lady May might feel, a little different about the situation. But anyway, for a moment, she felt sorry for Carissa. And she figured, okay, if Carissa's going to go ahead with this, if Jacob's going to continue to try to divorce her, and Carissa's going to keep trying to fight this will, maybe she can make or convince her son Jacob to forgive Carissa, since she has, forgive him multiple time and time again. But Jacob, I thought he was going to ask her, accept her forgiveness. But when Carissa basically told him, the way that she's so arrogant and petty, I cannot stand Carissa. But basically, she was trying to make him apologize to her for him driving her into the hands of Fernando, and for him not showing her any attention or anything in the relationship, and basically leaving her in the relationship without leaving her all alone, by herself, lonely and desperate, and ran into the hands of Fernando. That's what she wanted him to do. Jacob was like, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. So anyway, Carissa, I guess she's gonna go ahead and try to go full steam ahead with her prior plans of trying to get her hands on Lady Mae and Bishop's house, land, money, the whole plantation, y'all, the whole ranch. And I was like, Lady Mae, when she started quoting Jacob those Bible verses, she was going in. When Lady Mae gets mad, the way she talks in her eyes, I'm telling y'all. Y'all remember the movie with her and Martin, Thin Line Between Love and Hate? I swear I get that thin line. I get that every time when she does that. But she was like, Jacob, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And he who casts the first stone. And we have to forgive those so our Father in heaven can forgive us our sins. And how she gonna tell Jacob that the way he treats a woman is basically, and the way he feels about a woman is basically how he must think about his own mother. That's what kind of got Jacob to say, okay, Ma, forget it. I will accept this doggone woman's apology so you can get off my neck. But anywho, after Carissa tried to make him apologize to her, he was like, nope, can't do it. Nope, I won't do it. But anywho, moving right along. Charity, child, charity. Charity. So she was at the church discussing with Philip and Judy. That Judy, that's another one I can't stand. I hate even how her name is spelled. Judy, like Judee. Now, you know why they spelled it right there, right? Judy. Okay. But anywho, she was discussing with them about the idea of which direction to take the last service that's going to be in the church before they go into the gym. And Charity, she wants to give the church basically a feel of the good times that were had in the church before the merger, before Bob started trying to, take over the church and add it to his plethora of other churches. She kind of wanted them to have like y'all know how it is in them black churches. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how we get down. The stomping, the singing, the yelling, the people all that kind of stuff. She wanted to bring that back to the service before the merger because y'all done already seen when Judy has her way, the hymns, the service, the prayer, the scripture reading, everything is so different. It's so toned down. It's like really toned down. So that's all Charity wanted to do. And she mentioned that, this would be something that would possibly help Philip, and would possibly help him also not lose any of the church members. But no, Judy wasn't feeling it. She wasn't feeling it. And she told her basically, while you trying to bring some memories back into the church, we don't need no history. They don't need to bring up anything in the past, including Uncle Mac taking advantage of the little girls in the church. Judy started renaming all the things that had happened wrong in the church, like Uncle Mac and how he was doing this, that, and the third, and she was like, Philip, as usual, he was on Judy's side. He can't never see anything Charity's way. And the thing about it is, we know that Philip is getting to the point where he can't even stand Judy, but he wants to pastor that church so daggone bad. He's willing to do anything that Judy wants. So basically, hey, Tiffany, Costco Cento, hey, how you doing? Thank you, love. I appreciate you loving my channel. Thank you so much. If you have anything to say about Greenleaf, let me know. If you want to jump on the screen, the stream link is in the yard. If you want to jump on the screen and talk to me about Greenleaf, you are welcome. But yeah, Philip, he don't really want that woman. He don't like her touching him. She don't like kissing him. He don't like her kissing him. She don't like anything about that woman. I don't think he even likes the tone of her voice or her sight for him. The vision of her just it does nothing for him, nothing. But Charity, she said something that kind of was like, he had to ponder on, and he relayed that to his girlfriend Judy. that Charity basically said, this church ain't gonna last. It's not gonna last. And so he was pondering on that, and he was wondering, like, what did she mean? Judy, of course, she's so airhead. Oh, don't listen to her, Philip. She knows nothing about what she's talking about. But anywho, Grace, she happened to overhear the conversation of Judy, Philip, and her sister Charity. She's not happy with the way that they are treating Charity. And the thing is about this, Charity done so much to the family wrong. Like, she done went behind them. She done stabbed in the back. She done cost them all kind of things. And Grace, after hearing the way they're treating her sister and demoting her sister, she still was like, okay, Charity, I can help you. You can help me. I can help you. Do you really want to be associate pastor? Because I have a way where that could possibly happen. But they in there trying to fire you, trying to get rid of you, and all your brilliant ideas that you came up with for the church. They don't want to hear none of them. Everything that she thinks they should do in the church, Judy shuts it down. And Grace is like, help me, help you. And at first she didn't want to help. At first, Charity, she don't see the light. She still don't see the light. She still thinks she has a chance to be associate pastor at the church. But finally, Grace was like, it could get rid of Judy. It can make Judy get out of your hair. Then she was like, okay. She gave her the download on Mr. DeMars, Marcus DeMars, which happens to be Philip's father, and gave her the download on Gladys DeMars, which is Philip's mother. So basically, Philip's dad, he's not dead. He changed his name. He used to be a Black Panther. Instead of Marcus, he now has a new name. Where do I get that from? That TV show with Eddie Murphy, Marcus. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. But anyway, he changed his name. Yusef Shabazz. That's what he goes by now. And he's living in the French quarters of New Orleans. Grace is trying to stalk him, catch up with him to try to find out what kind of information that she could get on the church, and still yet, I'm like, who the heck is Mrs. Davis? I still don't know who is Mrs. Davis. If y'all know who Mrs. Davis is, please inform me, because I didn't talk to other people about this show, and we are still just as confused as before about this Mrs. Davis and what she might have to do with the church. But there is some hints here that Philip's mother might have had something to do with the church, or maybe Philip's father might have something to do with the church or something to do with Bob, because all the paperwork that they can dig up on Bob's company, a lot of that was signed by Philip's mother. And I'm starting to wonder if Philip even knew anything, about his mom having something to do with, the lending company. I don't know what y'all think, but anyway, she signed as VP comptroller. So I don't know, child, but y'all let me know if y'all think of something. But Grace, when she reached out to his father Yusef to speak to him about the Edenville lending, he didn't want no parts. He didn't want to discuss with her about his ex-wife, who's been dead for 20 years. He didn't want to discuss with her about Edenville or Bob. He didn't want to discuss with her about his own son. I wonder why that is. His own son. Like, they're estranged from each other. Something is up with that, and I can't wait till next episode to find out what's really going on. But if y'all have some thoughts on that, please let me know. Please put it in the chat and in the comments. But he was really acting as if he might possibly know something or might have done something involving Edenville or, a Bob. And maybe that's why he's been hiding out. And not just because of the Black Panthers, but maybe that's why he also changed his name. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But Bishop, so he pays a visit to New Revelations Memphis Mission. Last time Jacob went to visit Sister Tara James. This time Philip decided to pay her a visit after, discussing the will and everything with Jacob. Now, Philip says that I'm sorry, Bishop James said to Tara that, okay, originally, in the beginning, Mrs. Davis meant to leave a will to their father, to Daryl James, which is Basie, Rochelle, and Tara's father. But after Daryl died, then she left the will to Bishop and Lady May. Seems legit, right? Sounds like that's a possibility of what could have really happened, right? But then I'm still like, who the hell is Mrs. Davis? And something to Tara obviously didn't seem right because Bishop was like, can we just drop this? Can we please can you just let this go? Tara didn't seem too assured that he was telling the truth. So I don't know if she's going to drop it. She later gave him a phone call. She told Bishop James she wants to see him, speak to him immediately, expeditiously, because she's been praying and meditating and praying again. And now she wants to speak with him again about the house. So I don't know what's up. What do y'all think she might want to speak to him about the house about? Because he told her what happened with the will, what's up with the will. I don't know. Might be something that we're missing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. You said Daddy wasn't having it. No, he wasn't having it. Not at all. Yes, he wasn't having it. How do y'all feel about Charity getting fired, though? Let's get back on Charity. How do y'all feel about Charity getting fired? Judy had found out that Charity went behind her back. After she had told her, after she had shut down all those arrangements that Charity had, suggested they do for the last service in the church, Judy shut all them ideas down. But then Charity, she went behind Judy's back and spoke to Connie Sykes, Miss old good old two-shoe Connie Sykes, and to get some type of approval. Judy, who gets on my last nerve, she gets on my last nerve. The way she be talking down, oh my God, the way she be talking to Charity just pisses me off. But anyway, Charity was like, you can't fire me. You ain't even the pastor. You don't run this church. Man, Judy was like, first of all, I don't have to be the pastor. I am the pastor's daughter. And he owns all of this. And basically, the only person who has more power in this church is me. So Judy is going to throw that power. She's doing the power trip over her and trying to make it seem like she can do any and everything she wants because Bob is her father. Bob owns the church. And even though she ain't pastoring or anything yet, she has all rights to fire Charity. But what I thought was really funny was how Judy kept saying, she has all this power and she can do whatever she wants and she can fire Charity, but she don't have that much power in her own bedroom, in her own home. She can't even get her man to make love with her. Philip, y'all saw how she crawled down on her knees and tried to unzip his pants and get down between his legs. He won't even let her pleasure her. She was like, why not? Why we gotta keep waiting? Why you won't let me please you? He don't want no parts. He don't want no parts with her, but he want parts of that church. He want parts of that church. She can't even get her man to unzip her pants for her so she can please him. So now who really got the juice? Judy. But anyway, Carissa. Has Carissa gone mad? Y'all let me know what y'all think. After she specifically told Jacob to tell her he is sorry for leaving her alone in their marriage and driving her into the arms of another man, she still is trying to blackmail him with the will. And on top of that, he now wants joint custody. She still doesn't want to work the custody out with him. And she acts like she really don't even want to be with him. It's like she knows if she leaves him. Okay, this the thing. If it doesn't work out and she's right about the will and she gets a divorce, she knows that once he files that divorce and the lawyer be like, oh, you cheated on your man. Now, regardless of how many times he done cheated on her, she had her opportunities to file for divorce. He cheated on her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more times, maybe more. She had an opportunity. She had her opportunity to take him to the cleaners, even though he really don't have nothing right now. But Lady Mae was like, "What you trying to get? A couple of more $100? You trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip?" But she never trusted him. I do believe that she used to be really in love with him because she used to act like she was like she worships the ground that he walks on. But then something happened, and she just seemed to be vindictive all of a sudden, and like she hates him and she can't stand him, and she just wants to make him suffer. So even if he says, "Okay, I won't divorce you," she won't be happy. She just want to be taken care of. And again, he ain't taking care of her right now because he ain't got no job. It's his family whose money that she's using right now. But anyway, she wanted to sleep with Fernando because she was being greedy. That's what I believe. And she wanted her cake and to eat it too. And she wanted to get her hand on some information on Jacob's family. But once she realized Jacob just wanted to hit it and quit it, and he gave her an STD, she's forced to blackmail Jacob with the will, even though it's a possibility there's nothing wrong with the will. And again, if she would have just divorced him on that first, second, third, fourth, fifth time that he cheated on her, she might have walked away with something then, because then he was making money. He was making some money now. Right now, he's basically at home just like her with his parents taking care of all of them. Except for Grace, because Grace has her own money and Charity has a little job at the church. But anyway, I got some questions for y'all. How do y'all feel about Phil and Judy? Okay, now we know that he keeps rejecting her, all her advances. She doesn't like it, but for some reason, she's willing to deal with it. Like, could you continue to have your man reject your advances, not want to kiss you, touch you, sleep with you? And what men love the most, he won't even let her do it. But anyway, now, I believe that Judy probably needs him just as much as he needs her. It's kind of a business relationship. I think what's going to happen, though, and I might be reaching, but I think what's going to happen, I think Philip is not going to wind up being pastor of that church. I think that Judy's father, Bob, and Judy are both using him. Judy has not got divorced yet. She's not got divorced from her husband yet. It doesn't seem like she's trying to get divorced, does it? She's not talking about no divorce. She's not talking about getting no lawyers. She's not talking about the day it's going to be finalized or anything like that. That's why I think Judy is in on it with her father to use Phil. Now, we all know that her father is running for senator. And he needs this church to become like an black and white. He needs it to appear that way. All his churches, and having Phil there as the black leader of the church makes him look good. It makes him look good. So I think what's going to happen, neither Charity or him is going to be preaching at that church. Definitely not Charity, because Judy already fired her. But remember what I said last review. I think what's going to end up happening is Charity is going to go work at her mother and father's church with the Bishop James and Lady Mae. I think she's going to go back to them. Will they let her preach? I don't know. But I think what's getting set up here is I think Judy might become pastor. I don't know why. But I have a feeling that Judy is going to become pastor of that church, or they might pick somebody else altogether to pastor that church, but definitely not Phil. And again, Judy's already married, and she don't seem to be making any moves to get any divorce. Also, do y'all think Basie is really dead? Was that Rochelle that Tara called after Jacob left? Now, some people think it was Rochelle. Some people think it was Basie. But some people think Basie's dead. and some people think he's alive. Now, the thing that got me was, remember when Tasha told Jacob that the police had told her they found his body on the side of the road. Now, we also remember that those guys who basically owed money to, when they saw him at the gas station or wherever they was, they had ran up on him. They could have killed him, but who knows? Rochelle and Basie had stole a lot of money together. They stole a lot of money together. So could he pay to be in hiding, pay to be living lavishly somewhere else and make people think he's really dead? I don't know. But where's the death certificate? Where's the body? Tasha, that was your husband. You didn't ask to go see the body? I don't know. Do Tasha got something up her sleeves? Possibly Rochelle as well, and Basie. Because I don't know. I don't really. Something is telling me that Basie is not dead. Something is telling me he is not dead, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But Lady Mae. Now, I want to talk about her lastly. Now, in the show this past episode, she has said something that made a little bell, sound off in my head. When she was talking to Jacob, and Jacob said, "Mom, you want me to forgive her?" And she was like, "Yeah, you should forgive her." And he was like, "But Mom," no, she had said that she had done some things, in her past, and she's not perfect or whatever. And Jacob said, "But Mom, Carissa is not you. You have not done the things that Carissa has done." And Lady Mae says, "And what if I did?" Did y'all catch that? She was like, "What if I did?" What could y'all possibly think that Lady Mae could have did? Now, we all know that she slept with Lionel. We all know that Grace is Lionel's daughter. Bishop James know that. The rest of the family doesn't quite know that yet. But I think there's something that Lady Mae did that's really, really bad. Something really dark and really secretive. Do y'all think maybe Lady Mae has something to do with Daryl, with the fire? Anything at all like that? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know how do y'all feel about that. Let me know if y'all think after Bob integrates the church and he wins Senate, if he wins Senate, but it does look like he's going to win Senate. He has a lot of people backing him. Including that newspaper company that Darius was working for. Remember, Darius got fired because he was doing some investigating on the lending company, and so he got fired because that newspaper company is endorsing him. They are endorsing Bob. So it looks like he has a lot of people, behind him in his corner to support him while he is running for Senate. So do y'all think that Phil is going to be pastor of that church? Do y'all think that greasy Negro, Lady Mae calls him, will be running the church? Or do you think he is being played like a deck of cards by Bob and his daughter, Judy? Just let me know. But yeah, I don't know, because it's been what? 20 years plus, and Bob still hasn't gave him the head pastor job, at any of his churches. But Philip continues to help him gain all these churches. So y'all let me know, Charlie. Y'all let me know. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all like and share this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Hood Table if y'all not already subscribed. Don't forget, we are on Teesprings, the Hood Table, merchandise. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have coffee mugs, all kind of things on Teespring. If you follow our Facebook or Twitter or IG, all that information is on there. We do have a Facebook page. We do have a private Facebook group. We are on IG and we are on Twitter. So you can find that information on there. Now, tomorrow night, the new episode of Greenleaf comes on, and I'm so glad I was able to bring this review to y'all because we have been so busy. I mean, following stories, attending rallies and petitions. There was a petition today that I wanted to go to, but then I forgot I had scheduled this live review, which I had postponed like 4 times. I kept rescheduling. And since the new show comes on tomorrow, I was like, I got to get this review out the way when I get off for work. So, and then on top of that, some of y'all know that my son, my youngest son, the baby, he's 19, but you know how it is with our babies. He was in a car wreck. We think his car is total, but he's not. So that's all that matters. He was a little banged up. He had to get stitches because his ear split open. His ear was hanging out. Oh, God. Matter of fact, he just had me look at it a little while ago. He's like, Mom, look at my ear, look at my ear. I'm like, it looks the same way it did this morning. It still got stitches all in it, and it looks like it's coming together. And he was like, it don't feel like it. It don't feel like it. But anyway, besides that, he was a little banged up. He got in an accident like 4 days ago, and I told him sometimes it takes 3 or 4 days. I've been in so many accidents that were not my fault and had like 3 cars totaled out. That was not my fault. And I told him that sometimes the pain takes some time. And so I told him just, chill out, stay around the house. He's already off of work for a couple of weeks. So, hopefully, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. The car can be, replaced, but we can't. So anyway, y'all, thanks for everybody. People have been hitting me up, texting me, inboxing me, commenting on my Facebook videos, emailing me and everything, asking me how my son is doing. He is doing fine. He's doing wonderful. He just got to heal from where he had stitches. He had a cut in the back of his head, and he had a cut, and we still don't know what cut him. We don't know what cut him because the glass didn't break in the car. And they was like, well, it could have been the pressure from the airbags. It could be from, we don't know. We don't know what it was, but it ripped his ear open. So his ear was kind of, yeah. Okay. And then he got a gash in the back of his head, but it wasn't deep. So they're not concerned about that. But yeah, they're just concerned about him having headaches or migraines or dizzy or anything like that. But I think he's going to be all right. So thank you again to everybody who reached out to me, asking me how my son is doing. I really do. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. And again, make sure you guys like and share this video. Subscribe to the Hood Table. Hit us up on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And also, I might do another video, though. But anyway, for those who are members of the Hood Table, if you hit that join button and you gave YouTube, Google your information to join the membership, because it's 2 levels, the $1.99 level and the $4.99 level, to become a member and get special, YouTube member perks. It's just a way to support your YouTubers that you really, care about, or content you really like, or you just like what they doing, you like what we doing. So I do have some people who have already joined our membership. I am going to be having a member only live test. I'm going to test it out. That'll probably be Wednesday evening, because I just want to make sure I do it right, because it's kind of confusing, and we can't use StreamYard for it either. StreamYard doesn't have it set up yet where they can do the member only lives on the StreamYard, so it'll have to be on the YouTube live. And I haven't did a live on the actual YouTube on the computer in over a year since I found out about StreamYard. So I'm going to figure that out, and we're going to have member live, and I'm going to do like something special for my members. Like I said, we have t-shirts now, we have merch. So I'm going to do something special for one of our members. I'm going to pull some names and, have somebody around the house pick something out the hat or something, on live, so you guys can see us. But thank you, Lynette. Thank you so much. I saw your comments too on Facebook. Thank you. And on the YouTube video. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you, girlie. But yeah, those of you who are members, we will be doing a member live Wednesday, and I'm gonna, bless somebody with something. And that's one of the perks of being on the second level of the members. There's 2 levels again. The second level, you get extra perks than the first level. But even if you're on the first level, we do appreciate that too, because all support to the Hood Table goes back into the channel. For those of y'all who just don't know, I just got the LLC for the hood table last week. I got our logo. If y'all haven't noticed, our logo has changed. I got a new logo that I personally made myself. And we got the LLC. So the Hood Table is now a corporation. We are not just a YouTube channel platform. News, media, celebrity gossip. From the hood to the White House. That is our slogan. From the hood to the White House. That is our slogan. But yeah, so anyway, we are LLC official now, EIN tax number, all that jazz. I have somebody working on my website right now. So we're gonna have a website at thehoodtable.com. That's going to be our website, thehoodtable.com. I have somebody working on that right now. She said it'll take about 2 to 3 weeks. She's really good at what she does. She's a member of my church, and that's what she does. She's a tech person, so that's what she does. She creates websites and all kind of things for people. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so excited to be at LLC because we can do so much more. And with us becoming an LLC, it'll be easier for us to get into different things. Else being an actual corporation and not me just being a YouTuber. Like there's certain things that I'd be like to attend, like different court sessions as press and not just as somebody sitting on the bench, different things that we can do, go out reaching in different areas. So I'm so happy about that. I'm working on right now also interviewing somebody who's doing life right now down in Oklahoma. I'm working on that right now. Somebody that went to prison and is doing life right now. And I want to interview them about their story. I know them personally, grew up with them in church, and now they are in prison for life. And we are like the same age. So I'm waiting to hear back from him about that, but that's an upcoming interview that'll hopefully happen really soon. But we got a lot of things, in the works for the Hood Table. So again, appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate those who have hit the join button, and appreciate all my subscribers totally from the heart. I appreciate all my subscribers and those who have, hit the join button and become members to actually support us on a monthly basis with $1.99 or $4.99, whatever you choose. So I do appreciate everything that you guys do for the Hood Table. And again, it all goes back into the platform. So with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. I need to find out what's going on because there's protests that started today. A lady that I interviewed last week regarding finding a noose. Somebody, her general manager, putting a noose on her desk after they kind of had got into a little disagreement at work. It was on the news. The noose was put on her desk right in front of her customer who was signing car lease papers. So they was on the news, and then we had her on our show to interview her. So I need to find out what else is going on with that, and I will bring you more update with that. But yeah, so anywho, you guys, I don't want to keep going on and on and on. I'll do another video tomorrow night after not tomorrow night, but Wednesday. Another video Wednesday, and we'll be talking to the members only on the members only chat because again I have some things for the members. So if you want to become a part of the members only Hood Squad membership, all you gotta do is hit the join button and select which level you want to be on. So on that note, I'm out. Deuces.